Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We have Hannah and we have Carolyn tonight, and I'm going to try not to cut Trevor in half. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, is the other mic working, or should we just aim at this one?
It's fine. I'm pretty sure that they're both picking up. Just for whatever reason, one is more powerful than the other. So, but anywho, and I can't seem to figure out if one of them is gaining more than the other. Testing. Yeah, I think number one's definitely gaining.
Number one is gaining. It's gaining. Oh, and number two, it's coming out of the right stretch. I haven't slept in like 3 days. I'm very weird today.
I'm suddenly hearing Spike Jonze' Beetle Bum.
Never heard of that.
Probably too old for you. Yeah, it was an interesting comedic way to add a band and music and a sound effects voice.
I was just going for horse races.
And they did all that for a fake horse race. And Beetle Bum.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Beetle Bum. Remember that one?
Yeah. Not my favorite.
I love Spike Jonze. I had very limited access to comedy when I was a kid.
Yes.
Okay. So, where did Carolyn go? Hi.
Check on her baby.
Okay.
Some things will take priority. You know this.
Yes, but we get the stream started. We're ready to go. She's gone.
Is Carl joining us tonight?
I sure hope so. Want to text him and make sure?
Yep, sure.
I mean, what would the game be without a resident fundraiser?
Bank.
The bank. Okay, funny thing. Vladimir Putin. He was boss in a video I watched earlier today.
Oh, he's a badass asshole. That's what he is.
No, it was interesting because this guy is like, yeah, we would like to. We were proposing that in a particular area we plant 1,040 trees, and we were wondering if you would like to endorse that. And it was a big conference meeting or whatever, and Vladimir Putin was like at the center of it, and he's like, yes, I think it's a great idea. And he's like, well, the thing is, each tree is going to cost $100, so that would be one. I think it would be, or it was rubles, or it was be like 10,000 or 100,000 for.
How many trees?
Tons of trees. I can't remember the exact number, but they were going to basically plant a forest. And he's like, oh, so that's why you're asking me, and he just without hesitation. He's like, yes, I'm sure, we put your name on the forest, you wouldn't mind us withdrawing that money from your bank account. And he's like, no, not at all, go ahead. And it's just like, well, dang.
You do know why I don't like Putin, right?
No, I don't think you've said particularly why.
Why most people don't like Putin, because he's a freaking psychopathic murderer who kills everybody who goes against him.
KGB service will do that to you.
Okay, but it's not an excuse to be an asshole. Bad experiences do not make excuses to be asshole.
John, where did Carolyn go?
I was trying to find a phone.
Okay. Literally about to get started, and you got up, and I'm like, sorry.
I told you not to be a dick. You made her leave.
Okay, so catching up. We don't have Carl here tonight for whatever reason. We haven't heard from him.
I texted him.
Hopefully he responds. Last week, you folks almost want the door open so I can yell at John too, but
I'll catch him up when he gets in here.
Last session, you folks finished your quest. You managed to make it to the tree where the white lady lives. I don't know if you watched any of the live stream or were privy to anything last time.
I'm a little vague on it. I'm sorry.
Okay. basically
Just
the
seeing a
entire
white trash lady in a camper outside a tree, just like, I'm the white lady.
John.
There's nobody here to control me.
Trevor deserved it.
You yell for me like that again?
I'm trying to start the session.
I'm sorry,
and
you
he's making
said-
white trash joke.
You didn't emphasize the right word. You said the white lady. You didn't emphasize the white
That's what
lady.
she's
Or
called.
the white lady. You said the white lady, like a normal thing. I just went white trash and went, I'm the white
I
lady.
need a Gatling gun.
See, she likes it.
It's impossible to get a session started with you guys.
No.
What's wrong with me?
I have to blame you because I can't blame him.
You can blame me, just don't throw things at me.
Ugh.
And what's wrong with her?
Well, she got up and left as soon as I hit the go live button.
Well, yeah, because I'm out here.
Because he's adorable.
Next time, pick up Trevor an hour and a half early.
He didn't get
I was
off.
at work.
Give an Uber. No.
I can't win with you guys.
No.
Uber doesn't work.
Yeah, legislation went up against him, and
Now they're pitching a hissy fit.
well, legislation went up against him, and it doesn't cover or protect their employees because they're under contract, and so it's screwing over all the drivers, and so Lyft drivers and Uber drivers don't want to work.
I'm saying the company's pitching a hissy fit because they don't want to hire the drivers as full-time employees because
Yeah.
then they'd have to pay them more.
Of course it would.
Yeah, I didn't want to make it sound like I was saying the drivers were pitching a hissy fit. No, they're not.
Okay, so anyway, to try to catch you up, Carolyn. You learned throughout the giant gargantuan spider and the wolf attack and the salamanders and all the other things that you fought through in this various forest that you ended up hiding under bushes and under rocks and behind stalagmites in the background where no one else could see.
One of us needs to have an afro.
We're gonna have a talk later, okay?
No.
You eventually learn that they're going to see an oracle known as the White Lady, otherwise known as the mother of humankind. You don't know much about her, but upon arriving in this seemingly land hidden behind a mysterious gate, you traveled for what have been hours, what might have been days, what might have been weeks, until you climbed to the top of this massively enormous tree. And there, in the boughs, it's like the Elven Kingdom from Lord of the Rings. And everyone was one by one allowed to go visit the White Lady. Now, you were told by one of the people, one of the pixies,
Okay.
the butlers.
Sam was told she had to wait outside.
Yes. Sam is not currently present. He's playing an alternate character he controls, Juliana. You're scaring me, John.
I think he wants us to continue so he can listen.
I was listening. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
Go pick.
one of the pixies informed you that there is an order to the way everyone is summoned before the White Lady. The person who is second most important goes first. And then it goes down from there, from least important is the second to last. And then the most important person is the last person. And it is not so much their importance, but the level of honor and respect given to them by the White Lady. Some of the people that have gotten to go before Juliana have literally been completely disdained.
Gianna was second, wasn't she?
Juliana was second, yes.
Okay, yeah.
You actually came before Oliver, but because you were not present, we skipped over you last week. So before Oliver, Carl's character, is called away, you are called away. And one of the pixies leads you across boughs and sliding down drooping leaves and various vines until you find yourself in a suspended garden. And there amongst all of the growth, vegetables, flowers, etc., you find a woman in a dress that very much looks like white flower petals with long black hair, sitting down, working amongst the plants. She looks at you upon your arrival, and she smiles and motions and pats for you to sit down next to her. And without hesitation, Andromeda, just kind of flaps forward ahead of you and sits on her shoulder. It's up to you to declare what you want to do. And don't forget, we have a camera, or not a camera, but a microphone. So you want to speak loud enough for the room to hear you, because I can hardly hear you 5 feet away. Because there are other people like Ashley and Hannah who are online in Texas. Speaking of, you're going to want your earphones in if they decide to say anything.
Black or white?
But if they, I can hear some of them in the background. So if they say anything, you'll miss out if you don't have those in. That's the way we communicate with our other players. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us, even though there's only 4 of us here.
The one that meowed at you was Hannah.
Hello.
The one who will not speak for the next hour, but it will suddenly appear, is Ashley. There she is.
Hello, Ash.
And then Carl isn't here.
For whatever reason. He's probably driving his truck or something.
Yeah.
He actually picks up if you call him, usually.
Oh, you said to text him, so I did.
Yeah, he might not pick up a text. So, you are standing currently about 20-ish feet away from the white lady, and she's motioned for you to come sit next to her. What do you wish to do?
Nope.
Oh,
Must be
ask
busy.
a question.
He's probably picking something up.
Where will I find the knowledge that I seek?
It depends on what knowledge you seek. She picks a daisy, a rather small daisy, picks up your hat and sticks it in the brim of your hat and then puts it back.
There we go.
It's okay, folks. It's okay. We get it. It's your first time,
Oh, there's no pressure. I was popping my neck.
You're
I wasn't
getting
trying to
used
look
to
around.
role playing. Trust me, it was rough trying to get Carl to do it when he wasn't in front of a camera.
I had to hold him still and just talk.
This was before you even joined us.
I'm talking about John.
Oh yeah. John doesn't like to sit down. We almost need to get you a treadmill at your spot at the table.
Hey, it's a good idea.
Yeah, like one of them doggy treadmills where we tie it around your waist, so we don't have to plug it in.
Uh-huh. Is there a particular knowledge that you seek?
The
If there's something that you want only the DM to know, you can ask like me to leave.
Okay.
And we can.
I would like to find more spells I could use to protect. So I don't know how to word that.
You're looking to control more elements than just the wood
Yes.
and the plants. Okay. So we'll assume that you were able to word it better,
Okay.
but it's okay. You'll get used to it. In about 6 months, you're going to be sitting here yapping along with the rest of us. That is, if you actually sit down at the table and play with us. But she raises an eyebrow at that, and she says, "The thing that you seek is actually quite hard to obtain."
It was inside her heart all along.
I need a gag for him.
Hey, I'm keeping it quiet.
Hey, I got one for him.
That's for playtime.
Here, you can next time he shows up.
Hey, I okayed it with her. I'm allowed to make these jokes. She gets the final say, not you.
Okay, so anyway.
Okay, that was loud. Are you okay?
I tried to do a out of my peripheral vision shot, but anyway. I do not even know if it is possible. But it is potentially very dangerous to do, if you could accomplish it. And I do not even know if you want to do it.
Why would I not want to?
The power you have is your own, given you from your memories of eons past, of your very nature coming into existence. It is who you are. To take someone else's power on top of that might overwhelm you and drive you mad. Be careful. If you want to see an example of this, stay with your companions. You will see an example quite soon. Word from Carl?
No.
Okay.
Can I ask more than just that? Am I limited on what I can?
We keep it to one question, thank you. Though, if you are that intent on asking questions, you could visit again. Or you could visit one of my sisters.
Where would I find one of your sisters?
Seek the dwarven people. They have an interesting challenge that might await you and your friends. But finding her would be a feat worth giving you and your friends a noteworthy name. I missed again. Are you okay? That wasn't loud.
It was. Remember, I have way better hearing than you. By the way, the comment earlier about in heart, that was meant to be a compliment.
Okay. Anyway, she sends you away with your flower and your owl, who now has a little string of daisies, a daisy crown, for whatever reason. And
Thank you.
Roxy, you and Buddy are the last ones left in the waiting area. And
So-
you are called away about 25-ish minutes later after Ellie and Oliver both leave. Now, a pixie and a pixie comes and leads you along until you find yourself at a dining table. And the moment you come in, at the moment you come into the room, Buddy, without even hesitating, just jumps up on the table and just starts absorbing everything. And at the other end of the table, at the head of the table, you see, described once again, a woman with long black hair in a white flower petal dress. And she smiles. And she says, "It's all right. They're for you both." I would also like to ask, what form have you taken entering the room? Okay, the one you made to copy the look of Trevor, or were you going with? Okay.
I heard my name.
Yeah, we were trying to decide which form she had taken.
Okay.
But she sits at the head of the table, and Buddy is one by one just chomping down on dishes and absorbing food off the table.
And probably parts of the table as well.
Thankfully not.
Bad behavior.
I need you to make a resilience check to see, if you're able to control yourself before, just diving into the food with him. Okay. It looks delicious. If your mouth could water, it could. So you're practically oozing, but you're remembering your manners. Okay. Okay. Eventually, you get yourself onto one plate of, I don't know, maybe you get a chicken. Thankfully, it's not a scarlet. It's definitely not a skylark. But you find yourself, absorbing an entire chicken, and by the time you get done with that, the table is practically clean except for a couple spots of ooze. And Buddy is bulging down at the table, just kind of blobbing in the girl's plate, in the lady's plate. Now, she looks at you curiously. She waits, and she has a smile of almost knowing looking at you. And after a little bit, she says, "Are you not a curious little thing?" You got everything figured out? Are you okay?
No, this wasn't plugged in.
Oh, okay. Sorry, monitor control problems.
I'm not involved, so I thought it was okay to get up.
She motions for you to come and sit next to her. You still there, Hannah? Okay, did you hear what I said? Oh yeah, that was That was Trevor trying to put a monitor in. She motions for you to come sit next to you. Okay. You're not being entirely honest with me, are you? You're hiding someone. Someone I very much want to see again. That would be her name, yes. Okay. The comparison, you sitting next to her, is like a young... It's almost like a teen next to her mother. And she puts her hand on the side of your face for a moment and smiles. You have been through a lot of trouble, haven't you? Both of you. Not looking at you.
Oh no, I just know you need to have eye contact to do this.
But she... taps on your nose just for a second, and you find yourself losing your form. As you look, there hovering next to you is an ethereal form of Roxy. She looks down at you, and she looks at the white lady, and she almost looks partially ashamed of herself, and at the same time very thankful to you. And if she could speak, you almost feel like she would, apologize and thank you somehow. And after a moment, her form vanishes and your form of Roxy returns. The way you cared for your papa drew Roxy's soul from across the world. And when she could no longer stand to be apart from him anymore, your love for him and hers combined allowed her a second chance. The two of you are one now. And in essence, that makes you my stepdaughter. For I am the mother of all human beings. Now, Roxy came to me once a long time ago, and she had great vision of bringing adventure and wealth to her family, and helping many, many poor people who were not in the best of places, and who were constantly driven into the dust. Now, with the absence of your papa, there is one thing left in this world that would give her peace. And that is vengeance against the man who took her husband and her own lives. It will be a long time before you will find him. And I strongly suggest you become much more adept at defending yourself before you confront him. If you look deep within yourself and converse with Roxy, eventually your thoughts and hers will be heard separately, and she will be able to tell you who you should look for.
Thank you.
And when the time comes that your vengeance has been accomplished, and when she is ready, your friend Panzer will be able to finally give her peace.
Undead soul.
Now, I have allowed many others to ask a question, and I wanted to see you specifically because I had always promised that we'd meet again. But now, I offer you a question. Ask what you will of me. I should hope so. It will be difficult, but you will have to break a few laws.
It's a really big problem for us.
You.
We're like one bad day from a group of murder hobbies. It's good.
If you find yourself needing help, I need to pull up a map here quick because I shoot from the hip for some of this. Jeepers, I need to pull up a different map. And
There we go.
now, if you can remember my map, please remember my map. Nope, it doesn't remember my
I'm the
map.
map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map.
Local disc.
Hey, map, where is the way to the crack cocaine?
What? Oh, jeepers. Fudge. Okay, they've updated the generator and I can no longer access my online map. So give me a second and I need to see if I can't pull it up. Fudge. I wish they would give
Good
an
ratio.
email out for stuff like this. I need to give you a location and I couldn't remember it.
I do have a little feeling so. Maybe later.
Well, duck. Duck, duck, duck. Alright, well. Okay, we're just gonna go with that. I'm gonna have this is all messed up. I'm gonna have to start editing this photo just to be able to label cities again. Alright.
Ah, come on, computer.
In the event that you and your friends need help, 3 days north of the city of Radis, at the foot of a mountain, there is a castle. there are friends there that could potentially help you. But be careful. They are also quite dangerous. And if you rub them the wrong way, they may turn against you. And if you take Merthanel there, he will die. Now, take my daughter and go in peace.
I don't know if I plugged it in wrong or something, but I can't get that picture.
There's a button on the bottom.
It turned on for like a second and now it won't.
Radus. R-A-D-U-S. Radus. Okay. Alright, well eventually, all of you meet up. Surprisingly, Roxy, the last one to show up. One of the pixies, bringing Roxy back, eventually says, dinner will be served and you will all be allowed to rest for the evening. Tomorrow morning, the White Lady will have breakfast with you as herself and not as the Oracle.
I'm just cheerful, holding up my paper.
Hey, what did we agree to name the panda bear, Ashley? Yeah.
Hey, Merthanel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, let's check. See if I wrote it down.
Don't forget your headphones allow you to hear what's going on.
I remember one Medvedir third. Okay.
This is gonna be the this panda is eventually gonna be having an entourage, following it around.
Okay.
Merthanel.
Yes.
Was this the quest?
Yes.
Can I get that?
Speaking to the Lady of Unity is an honor. And it is the epitome of spiritual accomplishment amongst human beings.
Alexander, what?
She didn't like me very much.
No.
She was glaring madly at me when I walked in.
There have been times when people who were not of her children
Okay, thank you.
were not as accepted as readily. And there are those that, for whatever reason we do not know, she despises some races.
Without even getting to know us. Oh. That's sad.
It is not you, Panzer, I am sure. You are so easy to change your attitude. So, all of you are given.
Did you want to stay?
We will definitely stay the night. The opportunity to eat at the White Lady's table is nothing to look at. It is definitely a treasure. Even for you and your appetite. Though, thankfully, my sister is not here to be embarrassed by you again.
Oh, she can feel like secondhand embarrassment, like across the country.
I playfully grab my. I playfully grab my aloe plant. I'm like,
Oh no, there's only one lady he can flirt with.
no, the burn he gave me.
Oh.
The aloe
okay.
plant. Come on.
I had to roll for that one.
Like if he got it.
He got it, but all you got out of him was a rolling of the eyes. Anyway.
He was like, oh no, he's gonna flirt with the white lady.
The feast that is presented to you inside the little home suspended in the trees is enough to leave you bulging like King K. Rool at the end of the meal.
Oh, it's already mealtime.
It's
already breakfast?
This is dinner.
This
Oh.
is the dinner the night before.
Okay. Sorry.
Like, they're treating you good here.
Okay.
Even if, they flipped you the bird, at your meeting with the Oracle.
Personal role to remember etiquette.
Oh no, I'm not there to remind you.
It's a 7.
No.
Alright, cool.
That's the bottom half of the 10 of the 16, buddy.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to just indulge the amount of 14.
You eat about a third of the table. Not the table itself, but the
He eats third at the table.
There's
Luckily, it's one of
times
those
where you
tables-
just picked off a splinter and you're just like...
Luckily, it's one of those tables that have like 6 legs, so that when he bites off half of it doesn't fall over.
Well, the feast is
What is-
magnanimous.
what
It
is Is it meats? Or is it
meat,
just
vegetables, fruits. It's freaking Robin Williams and Hook. The imaginary feast scene. If you've ever seen that scene.
Here.
Oh.
Great movie.
That
Hopefully,
is a
you
great
rolled
movie.
enough to not actually do that.
Well, that's
You know
exactly what he did.
Okay.
No, I was not you, like Panzer, not actually do that.
Oh, okay. I'm going to roll a dex and catching my food.
Oh, what? Throwing it up in the air and catching it? Sure.
You get advantage because your mouth is like this big.
Oh my god.
Not really.
I'm kidding. Yeah, it's 13.
13?
13.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. You miss
Okay.
a couple times, and you have to,
Little practice.
you end up ending up with a slice of bacon on your head for one time.
And I'm vegetarian.
That begs a lot of questions.
Begs a lot of questions.
That's a lot of questions. The plant girl.
You and Balasar would
Vegetarian.
get along very well. Oh, baby wants attention. Or just maybe to show you her food.
Anyway, you rest. There is a large bath for those who want to bathe.
Did she say anything during
She's
the
not there at this meal.
Oh, okay. Is there anyone else at the table other than the group?
It is just you guys.
Okay. Some good food, guys. What do you mean you got 4?
She called her out on her Karenism. Okay, if there's ever a person in this world that Sam might fall in love with.
Merthanel, his burly armor, set aside, now just in his simple tunic.
Oh, that was in character, by the way. From Juliana.
He actually leans over and looks quite impressed that you Well, granted, you I don't even know if you can feel it, but the rest of you, you see that Merthanel is silently impressed.
Which is very
apparently
rude
the
to be
white
silently
lady
impressed
was
of the blind
asking
person. That is
her
just
advice.
that is rude.
So, actually, Vidama, roll an observance check for me. You might notice it.
I feel like you can, like in real life, we can feel when somebody's staring at us.
Yeah, but I just want to know if when he coughs or when he just about swallows his wine wrong, if she can.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like she might be able to tell.
Did you say wine?
Nope, that's a nat one. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not pulling out.
I'm also gonna drink some wine.
There's beer, there's mead, there's wine, there's the feast is flowing.
Oh no.
I'm not
Baby's gonna get drunk.
It is definitely an extra sweet flavor.
How is it coming? Like by? Is it like?
Literally pixies, 4 pixies at a time, bringing a tray in and setting it down and flying away.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You got like something like this big
Yes.
that could have ale in it.
You get a worried look between a couple of the pixies in the back, and they're like, "Of course." After a little while later,
They're like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
they literally bring you the dish tub.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you know what? Not the first time.
Did your monitor die with the lightning strike? You don't have it on a protective strip, do you?
I am bugging. Here.
Is it even plugged into the back of the computer?
See, it's turning on. It's
It
just not
was.
connecting.
I was just over here, and I plugged it right there. Now it's just going.
I moved it.
Where did
yeah,
you move it to?
It doesn't go up there.
Okay.
It has to go into the video card.
I know, but it wasn't working, so I just checked. See, it's doing this.
When did you unplug it? Halfway through the storm?
When the power went off the first time.
Yeah,
might have
you
been too
probably
late.
fried it. It wasn't on a protective strip. I bet you it's fried.
Hopefully, it's just the monitor.
Yeah, our computer is down, girls.
Mouse.
You're gonna need to do like I did and get yourself a power strip.
We have a power strip.
One of the ones that has a surge protector built into it. The one that it's plugged into doesn't have a surge protector.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's turning. It looks like it's fine. It's just this. Maybe it's on the wrong setting. Thing.
What's the right place?
I'm not anticipating a lot of combat tonight, so I don't think it's gonna hurt too much to not
Okay.
have it. So,
Is that me?
No, it was me.
any word from Carl?
No.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna I'll take the bathtub.
It's a dish tub, but okay. Anyway,
And it's filled with meat.
they eventually, yeah, they're bringing around.
How many are
pitchers
holding
of
it?
mead and stuff. You know, they're bringing pitchers to the table. Occasionally, a gnome comes to rest in. You know, carrying some of the larger things.
Uh huh.
And when they start having to carry literal like pitchers of mead just to fill the thing up, he makes a couple trips in. But you get the idea that he's not usually in this, you know, particular section of, you know, table service.
Thank you.
He seems like a grumpy old butler.
I'm going to try to make his day. I'm gonna tell a joke.
Oh no. Okay,
Sure, go
I have
ahead.
to say that my danger senses has to be tingling.
Sam is sitting here, and all of a sudden a spring goes ding, and he's
With
like,
a 17, can I go like knock on the tree and go like, I'm sorry, and then just go sit back down and go back to work?
you can totally do that.
Yeah, just like, I'm sorry for his behavior.
You ever been to the park
Sit back
where it's
down.
got like a flower or something and you speak to it and it goes
Yeah.
down the tunnel and it comes out the other way? Yelling at the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Like, let it
No,
echo.
not like that.
Let it echo a little bit.
Okay.
Because, like, the whole world is inside that tree. What? What? Oh, no.
It's an 8.
Okay.
What's
What
the
joke are
joke?
you telling?
It's gotta be a pretty bad one. Hey, no! Knock knock.
Who's there?
Tree.
Tree who? Looks at the rest of the people. At the
Okay, that's
table.
actually kind of funny.
It's a tree!
Yeah.
Anything will say none.
He just he gets this look on his face like funny and turns around and leaves.
He's heard that like 1,000 times from the white lady.
Secretly, he's met Rydok a couple times, and it's literally the joke he tells.
It is the only joke that Rydok says.
No, only when he tells it, it's actually funnier. He turns around and there's literally a tree.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
Grab
by the
the
time
towel.
by the time you go to sleep, you actually pass out on the table. You are.
You're gonna have a hell of a hangover.
I got a good vitality.
Go ahead and give me a vitality check for the morning when you wake up.
Okay.
Unless there's anything that you guys really want to do before you wake up and, have another breakfast feast sometime mid-morning.
I wanted to actually ask around, how did everyone's conversation go?
Merthanel pipes up at that. It says, "It is a standard tradition, the words of the oracle are for your ears alone."
Oh. Okay.
But I want the tea!
What if I need help with my answer? Everyone looks so Merthanel.
Merthanel's like in the middle of like eating.
I'm gonna die.
He puts his chicken leg back down like,
Okay, I just keep it to myself. I'm gonna go back to my wash bin.
you have like a giant straw.
You gotta read. I can just see it. It's just the tongue is sticking out of the mouth, and it's just wrapping around it and just grabbing it.
Oh my gosh!
No, like yeah, but like he doesn't face the thing. It's like when you're trying to drink, but you're looking at a TV or something.
Oh my god!
And he's making the conversation. His tongue just goes.
Oliver, of course, never drinks, but he is pretty quiet.
He's got to be like half drunk from the fumes.
Checks.
Merthanel just, puts up a hand. Like, he's not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Sam, you hear her voice. I'll tell you mine.
I think it's. Let's wait until we're out of the tree.
That was the joke. I'm not there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No, Sam.
Dirty 20?
What are you looking for?
Vitality?
Your hangover? You. Okay. You're alright. Even though you passed out last night. You don't remember why your belt is unbuckled?
Who
But
says
then
I
you
wear a
look at
belt?
how much your stomach is bulging out, and you're like, oh, that's why.
I wear full plate armor.
You do know they have to wear belts under that, right?
Who said there's anything underneath it?
They have to wear belts to hold the armor in place.
Oh, that's bolted in.
Trying not to be more and more like King K. Rool.
Okay.
Okay. Do you drink, Vidama? Okay.
That lady's a bitch.
Let me check my items real quick.
Are we offered rooms?
There is a room where everyone can sleep, yes.
Okay. How much do you weigh?
A lot.
Is it like 500, something like that?
Around there.
Okay. Do you want to help me get this thing to a bed?
I don't think Carl's here.
There he is.
Oh,
Hey,
it's about time
Carl.
you showed up. Okie doke. We owe it.
I texted you.
Yeah.
I tried to call you too, but you didn't answer.
Yeah, we tried to get a hold of you.
Got my phone right here.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting in and out.
Yeah. Might be just your Wi-Fi signal.
Well, actually, you're starting to get better.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, we just gonna not talk over him. So, anywho, the night is past. I must say there is no moving you. And Merthanel leaves before you're done drinking. You and Vidoma end up literally crash for the night on the table or next to it.
But I got a question.
You literally end up using the big giant bison fur pelt cape that he wears as a blanket for the night. Have you?
As the ground starts to shake from the snoring.
At a banquet table is not a very bad place to sleep.
Wake up just barely. Oh, no snack.
Yeah, it was just like,
I'm gonna go back to
oh,
sleep.
there's the chicken.
Throughout the night, the chicken eventually, you wake up in the morning and you still got it sticking out of your teeth, and it's just like, oh, I never chewed that.
Oh no, Star! Star's with me.
I'm tempted to make you roll a knowledge check on that one, but you're not drunk in the morning, so I'm not.
And I'm not there to say that.
Anyway, the morning is pretty much. You wake. Curse you, dice. You're over there. All right. Anyway, you wake up in the morning. The table's cleaned except for your little spot.
They started trying to clean it. I'm like,
You literally have a pillow of plates and half a chicken.
And not have like a chicken, a half a chicken. Like a whole chicken.
It's just in the middle of the night. It's just the chicken is like pecking around the bottom of your hand. And it's like, oh.
No, it's all in blood.
Never watched them before.
Wait. Oliver walks in. I'm going.
Anyway, the morning is spent resting, bathing, cleaning, relaxing. There are extremely steamy, nice, warm baths. And considering how long you guys have been on the road, dealing with salamander guts and giant arachnids that are burning into ash, you leave the baths, dirty water.
That was dirty. This looks
Oh!
could see Buddy doing that.
Oh no.
I can see
Each of you in your own little bath cube, and then all of a sudden you go to Buddy's cube, and all of a sudden it's just a gelatinous cube that's going.
Is there how close are the baths to each other?
There are like wooden walls in between each of them.
It's like stalls.
Okay. I'm going to like take a huge gulp and go to the next stall next to me.
Okay, let's just roll. I need everyone to roll
There's
a
6 of
dice.
us.
I need everyone to roll a dice. Who is in the stall next to Panzer? Highest roll gets it. I'll roll for who we got. We got Merthanel. We have.
Giuliana got a 16.
Deserves it.
I
Deserves
don't roll a
it.
yeah, it's.
Hang on, we still got Oliver and Vidoma and
Vidoma rolled a 1.
Okay.
Lucky her.
she's on.
Only
Hannah,
rolls ones.
Hannah on a D16. What do you get? If she's still here. I guess she's not. I'm gonna say Juliana a D16. Yep. Yeah, it looks like Juliana's gonna get a nice little squirt of hot water over the wall.
And like, I just want to emphasis on like the gulp was huge.
I mean, she's just going to put that conditioner in your hair, and all of a sudden,
Geyser. and as soon as it leaves my mouth, I'm like, I'm getting.
She already had enough hesitation of this, walled-in mixed bathing area, and all of a sudden it backfires on her in the worst way.
No, worse. She's perfectly comfortable. It's balls. She's safe. She's showering. She's like, yeah.
There's like one drop before it all falls. It's like, bloop.
Like that from the first Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing you, up over the wall. You're just down over the wall.
I'm not. Woo.
Okay.
So, so you leave the stall.
Oh yeah, I'm stealthing out.
Just roll stealth.
My highest stat. It's pretty good.
Is this going to turn into a bath chase with just bubbles to arm you with?
I got a big tail.
Oh, pop tar bubbles. It's 16.
15.
Okay, so out of the stall behind you, wrapped in a towel with a look of rage.
Wait. Did you remember the towel? Or
Yes.
you came out charging?
She is a refined rich lady. She remembered the towel.
Okay.
She's just with a look of rage and a dagger. She carries a dagger everywhere.
So do I.
You carry 10 tiny knives. Mine's bigger than yours.
I forgot my tail.
It's not sharp. We've established it cannot do piercing damage. Just get in and run.
Is everyone else going to let this turn
on this.
Oh no.
He spit on me!
I did not.
Where did the water come from?
You're in a bathtub.
It fell from the roof!
I don't think it rained inside.
I'm just leaving this to you guys. I'm not getting involved. Guys, just gonna sit back and watch the world burn.
That's a 15.
Go on.
Stab. In the arm. Now remember, she doesn't know. You've never told anybody that you lost your healing ability.
She
thinks
didn't know
you
about my healing ability.
She did. You had it, and you've used it when she was around.
I do not recall.
Every time we got in a fight, you got hurt.
It's It's 13 plus 7, I think.
On.
Defense.
Okay.
13 plus 7.
Yeah, 7. Okay. So 21.
Alright, well. You nick him with the dagger.
I'm gonna headbutt her.
Go ahead.
This is turning into a bathroom brawl.
$17.
I presume you're dodging.
Yeah. It's a 9. 10. So.
Okay, so you said 19
9.
or 9. Okay, so roll for damage.
7. Wait.
We didn't roll for damage for me. I thought we were just doing light glancing blows.
I need this to give an idea of how bad that headbutt is.
7 plus 6. So 11.
11. Not too bad.
Sorry, 13.
Okay, you stumble back a little ways. You got headbutted by an alligator.
Just stomps back into the stall to get dressed.
Is her clothes wet from the splash?
If it hit me, it hit the bath, not where my clothes were.
Well, if it hits your head, it's gonna.
Oh my word.
She crate over there.
Roll a dexterity check.
For my shirt? It's 11.
An 11. Okay. It's below the required 13. In your rage of grabbing your towel, all of your clothes fell into the bathtub.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1, okay?
Why was you rolling below bad for me?
Because your roll wasn't above the required 13 average to succeed at something. So,
Whatever.
I'm just looking to see how bad the scenario was.
Whatever.
So,
Do I hear
The way
anything?
she has like thousands of outfits, so she just goes to her room.
I knock on Vidoma.
okay,
the
so,
stall.
okay, for the stall. I thought you were just walking over.
I knock on Vidoma.
I will after breakfast. She didn't apologize to me. I apologize!
Fuck you!
She just said F me. I am bigger. I'm like 3 of her. Maybe 4.
Considering Juliana actually comes in at about 120-ish, yeah, you're about 4
She was
of
rather
her.
short.
Okay. I'll write a letter.
SRY. Alright, so by the time everyone, enjoys their morning sauna and everything, all the, bathroom brawl is over.
All but one enjoys their bath.
Well, you enjoyed most of it.
There is a strange giant blue scrub brush gelatinous cube going along the bathroom, just cleaning up all the calcium off the floor.
Do I see any pixies?
There is a few here and there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi, y'all have been doing awesome.
We accept cash.
Is that close?
Not really.
I was trying to judge where your hand went.
I should just have a basketball hoop return punishment.
I'm kind of like a businessman. I do trade routes. Does she do any business such as that, or does she pretty much just?
This place is cut off from the outside. We don't really do that here. We have everything we need.
I see.
I don't know if you understand, but you're not even really on the same dimension as everyone else. I know.
It's way over his head.
You mean like country?
Yeah, we'll put it that way. It's a long way from the tree in the woods to here.
Well, I mean that's great because I have to get long trade routes with all of the races, and I don't think I'll ever find another pixie race such as big as
This
this.
is a bad customer service day.
This is Trevor's day.
Persuasion.
Eventually, she's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll talk to you about it before you leave." And you're like, "Great."
Hang on. You're gonna use perception to read
Sure.
her.
Go ahead. Roll charisma check. Or no, observance check.
I would love to roll a charisma check. 5, I think. Observance, yes. 13.
13.
What do I get?
You get that before you leave, she's gonna come find you, and you're gonna talk about setting up a trade route.
Okay, don't forget, I'm gonna be with Merthanel.
You're like the only visitors here, so yeah, I won't forget.
Really? Okay.
He's what I've been dealing with all day today, by the way. Just like, what?
All
What?
day? It's in the morning. You haven't even started.
I'm talking about Trevor.
Oh.
So eventually, a breakfast is called. It's more like a brunch, but
Which means there's alcohol.
Would you like another mimosa?
Brunch
what?
is just
Incredibles.
breakfast without
Yeah, I
alcohol.
know the mimosa quote, but that made no sense in the situation of the moment.
Oh, when I hear brunch, I think of a mimosa, and then I thought of Incredibles.
Okay. This girl does not drink before noon, so. Anyway, you're all set down to the table, and the feast is not brought in until the white lady comes in and sits down.
I'm standing, waiting,
as
until
is
she sits
everyone
down.
else.
Okay.
There's no chairs.
But the chairs, everyone's chairs are pushed in for them. It's a formal dinner to a point.
Breakfast.
Brunch.
And she's sitting here and she's like, "Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am the Kumna." And it is
Hi, I'm Panzer!
nice to meet you, Panzer.
Again! Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. Now you are here as my guest, not in my official capacity. You are all welcome.
Oh,
She giggles at that.
sorry, Vadoma.
Well, after knocking out Fedoma. Anyway,
Juliana is sitting in the farthest chair she can from you.
Oh my gosh, I have so many things. Not yet. During the brunch,
I mean,
Not yet.
the food is served, and
She hasn't had her first bite yet. I'm not even touching.
I
the
mean,
food.
I'm saying she just does not wait. She, as soon as the food is served, she digs in.
Oh.
She is informal to a point. This is a different lady than you met yesterday. She has a totally different personality about her.
You
What about DID?
Okay. The rest of you should probably eat before the rest of the food is gone. You know the oozes. As one of them is down at the end of the table, and it's a gelatinous cube just slowly absorbing that into the table.
How big is the table?
Yeah, you're both at opposite ends, and you're trying to.
You got about 30 feet of table.
Is it separate tables?
No.
Dang it. I was just gonna pick up the middle table and just... Okay.
Like that scene in Men in Black. You just like,
there is a moment when she sees the slimes just start oozing over the table, and she's like, I better grab some breakfast here. But, you know, when you start throwing food, I need you to roll a range precision check, please.
It's a nice grape. It's low. And my range precision sucks. It's only a 7.
7?
Yeah.
7 on the die. So that's gonna be
He just barely misses her, bounces off the back of the chair.
13.
Oh, okay.
So for some reason, Panzer has decided to get on Juliana's nerves today.
What do you mean for some reason? You've been picking on me.
You've been annoying me.
Well, you picked on me first.
Yeah. Yes, basically.
I'm 8.
It's kind of the sibling rivalry thing going on.
Do you try again?
No, I know the food is going to disappear.
Food is definitely top priority over being annoying.
Yes.
Okay.
Though if I do see another grape close by, I may toss it.
There's definitely another grape close by.
I'm gonna stealthily toss this one. Like, in my
Okay.
nail and flicking it
Roll a,
as...
roll a stealth check. Roll an observance check.
5.
You don't got to.
Okay.
Natural.
You hit it does hit you. It doesn't deal any damage, so I'm not gonna make you tank it.
But it's so stealth. Does she even realize it?
Do-
Oh, she realized.
No,
natural
so
one.
basically what happens is
And it's about this time.
There's no more food. Don't say
It's
it.
about this time that there's some or there's like some whipped cream with some strawberries.
Oh
Goes flying through the air
no. Is it the queen?
and hits Oliver of all people.
That makes sense. What do you mean of all people?
she really did dislike all of it.
And then you see the lady, Nakumna, like sitting here, hides a spoon. And she gets this really girlish look on her face for just a second.
Is there another grape?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them sitting right in front of your plate.
I grab it, and I'm grabbing a spoon, and I'm like... Tink!
Ranged attack, please.
My
So
weakness.
immediately once Juliana sees that, under the table.
Who all's taking cover as the food fight breaks out?
She's the size of grapes!
She just flips a bowl over.
She is literally under the dish. I'm seeing you. It's like army helmets made out of leaves sitting here under, and there's explosions. For the sake of brevity, about 15 minutes of food fight erupts.
Oh my gosh. And I also like to state the ones that are trying to come towards me, I'm trying to gobble. As long as Buddy, and I'm pretty sure Roxy as well, is trying to eat.
Roll a dexterity check.
Nope. I'm getting hit in the eye. Agility, so total of 8.
You were able to catch a few of them.
Oh,
Come over there.
Oliver, what are you doing? Okay.
Oh, you're back in California?
Yeah, but there's a giant food fight. What's going on with you? You've just been hit in the face with like whipped cream and strawberries.
Not you, Oliver. By the queen.
By the queen, who is like super mean and racist or something towards you.
We don't know that, though.
We don't know why she was.
The lady at the head of the table picked up a strawberry with whipped cream and very secretively launched it across the table and hit you with it. amongst and that kind of started a food fight.
Well, okay, I don't know if that started it.
Not quite, but
Juliana
she kept it going.
and the fairy, the new fairy person in the group, both ducked under the table.
I'm under a bowl.
Oh, yeah, under a bowl.
So basically, all of the smaller people in the group ducked under the table.
Buddy's
eating, and he's the size
At
of
this point, Buddy's
he's
pretty
the size
big.
of a gelatinous cube, and he's literally catching crossfire right now.
He just like had a huge bunch of water too. So.
So, just double checking here quick, is Oliver just gonna sit here amongst all the food flying, or what is he gonna do?
It's building a contraption.
Very dignified. I need you to roll a dexterity check to leave the room.
We have to roll it for him.
Oh, we got it? Okay, let me pull up your character sheet. I didn't know you weren't parked for the night. There it is. Ooh. Yeah, he is amongst the fray of flying food. He is able to get up with his glass and his plate, and he just walks out, and just like God, just walks through, completely dodging everything.
Do I notice this?
I don't know. I kind of think you would be involved in the food fight a little.
You're really concentrating on trying to catch that.
I am.
I mean, you're aiming that catapult spoon like hard.
It's like a bullet hell game. You just like all around him.
So, Oliver, you end up eating the rest of your meal in
I grab
the
a
room where
bowl
everyone
next
slept.
to me
Oh no.
to catch the food.
Oh,
Without looking inside the bowl, I'm just yeah.
All right. I need you to roll a dexterity check.
You're like in the cartoons when they're like on the roof.
I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Hi.
It's at the 20.
You said D16 or D20?
D16
Okay,
plus
16.
dexterity.
You don't have a D16 here. Roll mine.
We need to get you some real dice.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
And so 21.
21? Okay. So this little mound of green leaves and feathers stays on the table as you pick up their cover and you catch a pie. As you're suddenly revealed to the world, it's like you find yourself in the middle of no man's land, and it's literally the mortars are going off all around you. The only cover you have nearby is maybe half a rotisserie chicken.
Don't go there. Don't go there. That's how my character died.
I need your. Are you gonna duck for the rotisserie chicken, or are you gonna stay in the open?
Or try to get under the table.
I'll probably go for under the table because I don't want to get eaten.
Okay. Bad choice of words. Bad choice of words. You come underneath the table and you find all of the girls slowly edging their way to the other end of the table because this giant wall of gelatinous cube is just slowly swallowing that end of the table.
This is the worst breakfast ever.
This is the best breakfast. This is ever.
The duality of these two. Shouting so much she broke her microphone.
I see the rotisserie chicken. I'm like, Roxy, catch! Yeet!
There is a giant. There's a chicken flying for your head, Roxy. Roll an agility check. She catches it. She has a chicken helmet.
Good episode of Friends. Oh, cool.
Eventually, there's food everywhere. There's pixies literally plastered to the wall with mashed potatoes. there's a few straggling survivors popping up from underneath of the table.
I got grape jelly on me. No, Pixie, grape jelly.
No, you've got grape jelly like that.
I want the gravy.
Gravy war paint. But eventually,
Wait, quick question. How was Merthanel during this?
you look down at his end of the table, and he's literally like plastered plates to himself, and he's been battling with Buddy the entire time not to get eaten.
Like with his sword, just like
With a broom is more like it.
Oh my gosh. It's cane sugar.
Eventually, it comes to be bath time again because that is a mess, and the pixies end up spending the afternoon cleaning up.
I'm sure me, Roxy, and Buddy don't mind helping cleaning.
I mean, by the time the pixies, Roxy, and Buddy, get done in there, there's nothing left after everybody else is cleaned up.
Okay.
Now, for Ellie and Vidoma, and Juliana, what did you three do after you took cover? And
just
left?
kind of sat there, like with my roll, waiting. I'm used, like Juliana's used to the crazy by now.
Achievement obtained. Food fight.
Yeah, you're right.
Pie thrower.
Super rare chicken.
Okay. After about, probably 15 minutes of food fight, the ruckus calms down, and
How does it calm down?
there's practically no food left that you can grab a hold of coherently without it just scraping it off the walls or the floor.
That Pixie into it as well.
Oh no!
Okay, who threw the Pixie?
And I thought throwing midgets was a bad thing. Oh no, you weren't here when we threw the midget. Oh, that was hilarious. That was campaign 1.0. Thane, the big burly soldier, was in the middle of a crowd and he was angry at our sorcerer. And he reached down and grabbed anything or anyone, as he said.
I've heard
roll
this story.
for it.
I've heard this story.
He rolled a 1 and picked up a midget and chucked him 3 blocks. Anyway, the afternoon finishes, baths. The rest of the day is spent relaxing. It's peaceful. Pixies are bringing you, snacks when you want them, ale if you need it.
I'm gonna check on Vidoma after the bath.
Vidoma, where are you in the midst of your daily relaxation?
Speaking of AC. Yeah.
Vidoma, how do you feel here? Does it feel different?
Thank you.
She said she hasn't really noticed since you had to take off your headphones for a second. Those things look really convenient.
They are. They go in my ears. That's great. I was gonna ask if you could do the spirit sense with me. I'm gonna see if there's any lost souls in this paradise.
Okay. So, as the two of you meditate, go ahead and give me observance checks.
Sam shivers.
I have to. I like drop a spring and have to pick it back up.
Is it observance?
Yes.
15.
15. Okay. Plus 5 from Ashley.
So 20.
20.
So you find the place and the area devoid of lost souls.
Okay, cool. And I feel pretty confident that I would have found something.
Yep.
Cool.
It seems to be a land beyond the power of death.
What about
After-
the chickens?
Those are brought in.
Yeah, sorry.
After the meal and everybody goes their separate ways for a little while, Juliana is actually going to walk up to one of the more, I'd say less irritated looking pixies
Okay.
and ask if they have any weapons here.
Weapons? No, we really don't need weapons.
Okay.
Did you need a weapon?
She pulls out the 2-year-old bow that was picked up off a corpse. She goes, I kind of need to get a replacement for this one soon.
Oh. Okay. Flies away. Roll a charisma check for me, please.
Her charisma is the same as she's got that rich person charm. That's 21.
21? You're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, throughout the passage of the afternoon, is there anything else anyone else wants to do before I move forward?
Yes, of course. There's lots of things I would like to check for. Is there a library?
No.
Okay.
Think of this more like a temple. They don't usually have anything that is available for the public to read.
You're limited on your access to area around here.
We're all children, just annoying children.
Well,
I do feel weird about that as well.
Sam was just sitting there like, they don't care about me, do they?
well, the afternoon comes around. Feels like probably maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon by this time. The White Lady and an entourage of pixies comes up. The rest of you are all grouped together at this point. And she informs you all that it is probably time for you to go. And to go with my blessings. For each of you that are willing, I will bestow the mark of unity on you.
Okay, last time I was like blessed, I was actually cursed.
Yeah,
This will be a blessing, I assure you.
What's the price for this?
There is no price.
What does it do?
It will tell everyone that sees you that you have been to me. At one point, when Roxy steps forward, she simply touches Roxy on the forehead. And Roxy, at any point you desire on your body that is visible to most people, neck, forehead, hand, etc., a tattoo appears. And you have what looks like a lotus petal. Okay.
Another quick, sorry.
No, I just...
Another quick question. I don't know how to ask this. Can I get more than one from other beings as well? Or is this like you only get to choose one?
If you visit my sisters, they all have their own petal to bestow. Very few, in fact, I doubt if any, have ever collected the entire flower.
Ooh, a collector's set. Gotta get
Turning into Pokemon, guys.
Gotta get my badges! We've already been collecting stray orphans.
Yes. I think I'll go here.
Okay. She touches you, and you have a lotus petal on your arm.
And I look at her and I'm like, next one will go right there.
All right.
Juliana will step forward and ask, can I have it in between my shoulder blades?
It won't be as effective there unless you have an open back dress.
I'd rather something this important be something I can hide.
It would actually be more effective if you showed it to me.
Yes, but I don't want everybody to see it.
Very well. She gives it to you, and
If I have learned anything in these recent years, it's that power invites tragedy.
well, anyone else step forward to accept it?
But what have you done for me lately? No, smaller one.
She's okay.
I'm just telling her that the little one's here.
Besides the door being open is actually nicer for the AC anyway.
Baby
You do not know what it does, but you get the idea that it is a mark of accomplishment, and people are going to know that you have seen one of the mothers of a race. You have been to an oracle. And where would you like yours?
Ooh, yeah. It's not very useful, so yeah.
Very well. She touches your forehead, and if you ever remove your blindfold or the eye coverings that you have, you will have a small lotus petal mark there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Merthanel, of course, steps forward and accepts his, and he actually keeps it on his left hand.
You're probably gonna have another guest soon. Just a heads up.
I have a good feeling of when guests arrive.
Oh, okay. Is there one coming soon?
That is not for me to tell you.
Okay, I didn't know if I need to look for him. But yeah, cool. I'm sure he'll make it.
Outside the tree, Sam just goes, I'm suddenly feeling stabby.
That's who I was referring to.
Carolyn, just double checking.
I know this
Does Elismira step forward for a mark?
Yes.
Okay. Where does she want hers?
Left. Forearm.
Oh, on forearm.
Okay. So she touches your forehead, and you also receive a mark. Oliver, you're the last one. Can you hear me? Okay. Do you step forward to accept the White Lady's mark?
No, she was real mean to him.
Okay.
I kind of like use my tail.
No one else knew, what kind of a bad experience it was you talking to her.
Correct.
But
I pushed him and said, "It's okay, dude."
No, that wasn't him that answered. It was Hannah. Yes.
yep. There to show that you have to show that you have accomplished reaching this point. You get the feeling that she has almost two personalities. The personality of the Oracle, and then the personality of a friend.
So it's the same lady. Basically, she has multiple people inside her head.
Pretty much.
Hey, now, the idea doesn't make you a lunatic.
Okay. Where would you like the mark? Okay. Like Merthanel, Oliver accepts it on the back of his hand. Yeah. It's a convenient place. And it's good if you want to be able to show it readily to other people, which is what it's for. So,
I want my armor because I'm planning on having more. More than two, and only have two hands.
Same thing with the back.
anywho, after that, she tells each of you farewell and bids you a safe journey.
Oh, hey, before I go. Oh, as I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, hey, I was talking to one of the fairies, and they said they would tell you,
I also need you to roll a knowledge knowledge check to see if you remember that. I'm pretty sure that I had you roll that before.
Nope.
Okay, roll that for me.
You roll me a charisma.
She was purposely trying to hope that you would forget. Knowledge check.
Okay. Well, my knowledge isn't bad.
5.
Yeah. 19.
19. Okay. She smiles and she says, "I don't know what that pixie was telling you, but we don't do trade here. And I don't think that's quite what your parents were talking about when they said to set up trade routes.
They said all the races.
Well, you've already done that with my children.
She's
the mother of
humanity.
all humankind."
Oh, gotcha. I thought because there was fairies here too.
Nope.
I thought this would consider.
Pixies don't actually have a area. They're more spirit type creatures.
So they're not a race.
Not a race in the sense that they're part of your quest.
Okay.
Not a race with separate trading hubs.
Okay.
Nomadic would be best.
My apologies. Thank you.
Outside of game, it's fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Hospitality was wonderful. Thank you so much. Will I see you again?
It depends if you come to visit me again.
Okay, so this isn't a one-time thing. I can come back.
You can, but the next time you try to make the journey, it would be more difficult.
Also, one last thing before I go. Can I live here?
No. You may visit.
Oh, okay. I was just checking. I'm out.
Alright. As you all turn to leave, she calls out to you before you go. Juliana, you requested a gift. One of the pixies comes around and, made from the wood of the Tree of Humans and strung with the Lady of Unity's hair, is a bow.
Sorry, that's my nose, not.
I will get you a card for it next week.
Okay. Thank
But
you.
It is an extremely high quality bow.
Thank you.
I do not often deny my children when they ask something directly.
Thank you, my lady.
Go in peace. And she watches
Did a
all of
natural
you
20?
leave.
It was the proper reaction.
It was. It was.
I think we found a way to entertain her while she's here.
I'm gonna say this now. This cardboard can't handle much.
Let's
You're
get.
gonna have to get yourself a real dice tray.
This might be the instigating thing that makes him do that.
Alright, so for brevity, the trip back is a lot shorter than you remember.
Once we get up to Sam,
And pretty soon you're walking, through a wall of willow reeds and walking out.
hey Hannah.
Carl, I think you have some wind or something in your background. Okay, yeah. Got it. Yeah. Are you on speaker or are you on your Bluetooth earpiece?
Probably Bluetooth.
Okay. Alright, just double checking.
I do want to remind you of the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Just didn't know if that was pass.
Okay.
I know I am, but
Question,
what are you?
Question though, what was the item that you took off the spider? When you harvested?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
I got a
Thanks.
poison
Is it actually
sac.
written in your inventory?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I do have to write that down. Thank you for reminding me. I got one poison sac.
Got it.
Oh.
I even wrote down the length. I also got the abdomen carapace
Which one
Of
did
the
you
baby.
grab first?
of the baby.
Okay, you grabbed the fangs first though, right?
Yes. 2 fangs from Gargantuan Black Widow, 13 inches.
Okay. As you all come back out, we'll say for the sake of storytelling, making it easier for me, you left some possessions back at this hut. And when you come back out and you've got, picking up some of your less needed possessions, you look down and you see something that looks kind of out of place.
When they get out of the tree, I'm still sitting outside the I'm still sitting outside the tree portal.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to yell, "Finished!"
Finishes just in time.
Would you please explain, or at least give Vadoma a what she can feel description, and then give the rest of us an idea of what we can see.
Vadoma knows what this is. We've been collaborating on it. So, yes, Alexander the Third is finished. Lives. I turn around and say, he can follow basic commands. He can act as a sort of... You said no to the eyes, so he has them now. He can act as a sort of seeing eye panda. And when you're performing complex tasks such as surgery, he can hand you tools and stuff. Also, say hello, Alexander.
Hello.
No.
Okay.
Hello!
Oh my gosh. It sounds like a
Warn me ahead
drunk
of time before I
pirate.
take care of an NPC.
Yeah. Are you? Ah. Just like pat.
It's like Baymax.
No.
If Kung Fu Panda and Baymax were one thing. That's what I'm seeing.
He's basically Baymax.
Wait, how tall is he? Oh, okay, cool.
Still as tall as Vadoma is.
Yeah.
Thought that was being threatened. As the tallest in the group.
So the voice I was going for, I can't do it because my throat's messed up. So
Okay.
that wasn't the voice. Hello! That a really high-pitched voice comes out.
Hello.
That one. The one that Hannah did.
So now you have a seeing eye Skylark and a seeing eye stuffed panda plushie.
And the stuffed panda plushie,
Alexander.
the stuffed panda plushie can also talk and explain what it sees. Think of it as just a gift for being the only sane one in the group.
Hey! Juliana just looks up at you and she's like, hey.
You have severe depression.
Just walks away.
I snicker.
You're just stupid.
Ouch.
We established this like episode 1.
I'm not stupid. I know my ABCs. I stop off. Speaking of stupid.
I can tell. It seems a couple of you got new tattoos. Yeah, let's head back to the hut.
So, while conversing at the hut, whatever conversations you want to have, for those of you who have your tattoo in a place that is quite easily visible, Juliana does not count. Madoma's only counts when she reveals her eyes.
Mine's
Yours is fine. But everyone who has one, all of your charisma stats go up by 1.
nice.
Goes up by 1. That is a pretty substantial charisma buff in this game.
I'm guessing that when we reveal the ones that don't have invisible, it goes
They
by
could
1, yeah.
use it, yes, but
Does it ever go down to 6? Sorry, does it ever go back down to normal? If I'm
No.
messing with anybody?
this is a permanent stat buff from the tattoo,
Okay.
which is kind of it's the kind of the goal of ever going to visit any of the mothers.
Sorry.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too.
You would have to reveal your eyes to get that +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back into my items. You said something looked out of place.
I do remember what I originally figured out that blessing was.
No, it's he's talking to someone else.
Carl, while you're doing your business, you might be better off to leave Discord for the sake of the noise. If you can even hear us.
Or listen to himself. He can still listen.
I might be able to just mute him here in Discord actually, now that I think about it. But I don't want to do that for... Oh, okay, yeah, he got it. Okay, got it. Thank you for the posting of the lotus flower. Each of you have the first and main center petal.
We can't see it because
It'll be in Discord for anyone who wants to see it later.
Okay.
But anywho, you find 2 ivory scabbards with poisonous blades. They are 2 daggers. The blessing on the card that you drew was put in the backpack. The first item that you looted afterwards would turn into a weapon.
I'm confused.
So since you looted 2 fangs, they became a double set of poison daggers.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining Panzer. He's 9 foot tall with little daggers.
They're 13 inches.
Yeah,
They're daggers to me.
it's this long.
That's actually the length of a regular
Yeah.
dagger. A short sword is more like 20 inches.
Okay.
But
So-
to you, it looks like they're that tall.
I just suddenly seen the guy from Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, from inside. Remember when he was attacking that big, stomach monster
Oh, okay.
from inside? Anyway, so I'll get you your daggers next week. I'll get you your bow next week. I might be able to do it by the end of the night after the session. I don't want to write cards in the middle of the session. Anywho, it's up to you guys to carry on what you want to do from now on.
Is the Guardian dude around?
He is. Comes back with a couple of rabbits. He just finished hunting.
Sam is going to walk up to him and say, "Thank you for your hospitality."
Thank you for your candor.
What's candor? Maybe I haven't gone over that one.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
But if you wish to stay for a meal, you may. Otherwise, the woods will let you pass freely to leave.
I think we're probably ready to get going. Merthanel, what do you think? You're still only...
He seems out of it. He kind of constantly seems to be looking off in the distance. He seems deep in thought. And he stutters for a second. He comes back. Yes, we should continue moving. Thank you. And bows to the elf and turns around to leave.
I just want to say thank you for the weapons and take it easy. Check it out.
Quite
My
excellent.
God, that is a pale tan line.
It is.
We gotta do like what we do up north, and we just take our shirts off.
I can't. I'm at the airport.
He's at a professional setting where he's not allowed to go shirtless.
You get one of those what they call up north wife beater shirts.
Can't even wear those.
Yeah.
You can't wear those.
I'm at
Dude,
the airport.
he works in one of the few places where you're not allowed to take your shirt off in Florida. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the airport. They're really strict.
Okay.
Um,
I've never been to an airport except for in a car.
yeah, thank you for the weapons. Thank you for your time. You have a wonderful day.
You as well. He sits down there to start skinning rabbits and making himself a stew. So, the trip out of the forest is a lot shorter. You don't run into any monsters, and almost like there's no fog, and the forest lets you go easily. It's almost like it has a mind of its own.
Do I think that?
No, but
As we're going, I'm explaining some stuff like I hand over the kinetic charger to Vidoma, and I tell her once a week you have to take his gym out and charge it. About 4 or 5 hours of charging, and then you can put it back in. It'll last another week.
Month? Week or month?
Week.
Alexander?
Star. Yeah.
Alexander Misha von Medvedir. Medvedir. The third.
I'm trying to set my daggers on.
They fit. They just go into your belt or whatever loops you have in your armor.
Okay. Hey Sam, check it out. I got new daggers.
Nice. Want to trade?
No, I just got these.
Oh no, these daggers are pretty nice. I take out my throwing knife. These daggers are really nice.
I'm going to be using Terrain Master as we're going through.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for any secrets, anything buried. You know what? I'm gonna go mainly buried, even if it's just bones.
Nope. Nothing really presents itself as any undiscovered secrets here.
Okay.
The rest of the way up.
Oh, Sam.
Hmm?
Sorry. By the way.
It's not your fault. These people are cowards. We just gotta deal with it.
Didn't like leaving you.
It's fine. It's not your fault. You had a mission to complete, and like I said, if they're scared of me, at least I hold some power over them.
If it's any consolation, they didn't like me either.
Well, yes, they're racists. I thought that was kind of like the point.
Yeah.
Did you get anything out of them like I asked you to, Juliana?
She just holds up her bow.
Good job. If we keep scamming the racists, eventually they will be broke with no power.
Maybe for you, you'll live that long.
Basically, Sam said try and get some stuff out of the assholes who won't let her into the place.
But yeah, we should talk later.
Okay.
Well, leaving the forest, to pick up the rest of your rides, your horses, etc.
I'm also gonna check on Al.
Okay.
You doing okay? That food fight was a little large. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine. All cleaned up. A little scary.
Yeah, they had good baths.
Yeah.
They had good baths.
You always
Are you
want
just-
to you always want to clean vegetable before you eat it. I'm just seeing her like a little head of lettuce.
Are you, where are you heading next?
I was gonna follow y'all around
Okay. I'm gonna use, perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to read her if she's trying to hide something. Like if there's evil intent.
Sure, go ahead and roll it against it.
I'm the evilest of fairies.
13.
13. What did you get?
She hasn't rolled yet.
If you want to hide something,
for
you'd be rolling charisma
Deception?
or stealth.
Charisma.
plus 1 is 14.
Yeah, she got a 14.
She seems fine, and nothing more than what you can't read anything more than what she's told you out of the scenario.
Okay. Out of game, it's been kind of a while. What's the name of the town that we're going back to?
Shrakar.
Shakar.
That's the big place.
Big city.
We're going to Shakar next. Just so you know the direction we're going.
Thank you. I can act. I did.
Oh, is she sticking with us?
It seems so.
Okay. Welcome to the crazy house.
Here's your card.
I could make for great.
Coated in a small little patch of mashed potatoes.
It's like we cut off the tiny corner of a piece of paper and wrote on it.
Who can write that small?
A robot.
I'm literally a robot.
Well, the trip home is uneventful, peaceful, but Merthanel seems to be, what's the word for it? Very distant, very deep in thought.
Okay, I'm going to try to boost his spirit because I think he's down.
Okay. What do you say?
Knock knock.
I tell a tale of a tribal war that my town once had before there was union. The tale of two tails. He was my great grandfather. Two
A
tails.
strange mutant wizard who actually had two tails.
He was
Yes.
born in an oil spill. And
Anyways, the tale goes on about a valiant war that my grandfather won, and that even when the odds are against him, he stood still. Wow.
really doesn't like this story.
No, you're good.
Random dog starts barking in the background.
And I'm on the hunt now.
I could actually.
Samuel's not again.
Well, this is disappointing.
Oh,
For
yeah,
whatever
how'd your
reason,
drop off go?
my audio hasn't been picking up everything that everyone else online has been saying. So, for those of you who have said stuff in the background, we've only been able to discern on the stream what you were saying by what we were saying. So, sorry about that.
17.
17? Not so much.
Wow.
Yeah. He does comment, though, that your grandfather must have been a valiant guy.
He did what needed to be done.
If something ever happens to me, I want you and your friends to take care of me.
Another further collection.
And he continues writing.
I catch up back to him. Other family?
Pardon?
Do you want me to take her to other family?
We have no other family.
Okay.
Just keep her safe. Hopefully at your house.
I don't think she'll stay at my house, but I will try.
Just tell her it's my house. I say from the
Our
other side.
house.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just need a jukebox in the corner of you guys.
No, we are the jukebox.
We are the Jews.
No, I literally start making money off of you guys every time you put a quarter in.
I don't know what you think I have a quarter for.
It takes about a week, I want to say, for you guys to get back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's how long it took to get there.
Yeah. So it's been 2 weeks, but you ride into Shrikar, and horses are dropped off at the stable outside of town. For anyone who wants to do that there, you guys can drop yours off at Tarz's later.
Yeah.
If you wish. The Merthanel, he ends up taking a carriage. Any of you that wish to go with him, he's heading towards the hall.
I kind of want to see this.
Sorry. I approach Merthanel. Do you want us to go with you?
Well, one of you should at least come. I need to make good on my payment.
Okay.
Okay. Me and Panzer at least will go with you. Anybody else want to come with?
Roxy can.
Roxy says she can.
Okay.
Vidama. You know what? Do you want to go check on Tanya?
Actually, second that. Just Panzer and some of the others may go with you. I have some things to do.
Very well.
Anybody else want to go with me? I'm heading back to the inn.
Do you mind taking my horse? Thank you. I tie my horse to Sam's, and I get in the carriage
Vidama,
with Roxy.
you there?
We might have lost Vidoma.
Oh, are you talking to me?
No, we were talking
that
about
works too.
Vidoma,
We do need your answer
need you,
too.
Oliver, too.
but we do need your answer as well. Who's going back to the Great Hall with
Panzer. Where would you like to go? To the inn? Or to the Great Hall?
Great.
Okay.
What
All
about the inn now?
some of them are going to the inn. Some of them are going to the Hall of Elders to receive payment. for the quest.
Huh. I was going to the hotel and whatever. I don't know.
It's probably. Oliver, how are your potions doing?
What?
Do you want to work on potions?
I can.
Okay. Do you just want to go there alone?
Oh no, I'm not going alone. I'm going with Roxy.
Okay.
Yeah. He seems a little distracted.
I'm a bit busy right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Trevor, you and Juliana, and
I'm probably gonna say Vidoma would probably go with him to make sure they get payment.
okay. So yeah.
Probably.
I just got back. Where am I going?
Okay, so that we're splitting up. We got back to Shakar. Half of us are going to the inn to check up on Tanya and make sure everything's okay there. And the other half are going to the Great Hall with Merthanel.
Okay.
Which one do you want to go to?
I'll probably stick with Sam.
Okay, so to the inn.
Okay. So we'll go with Trevor and Vidoma and Juliana first. You folks make it back to.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to mute.
Okay. You guys get back to Tarz's Tavern, which
Just buy our own set of
away.
dice and we'll dice tower the
And
games.
Buddy and Roxy. We got Vidoma. We have. I gotta just keep track of this. Where's Sam? Sam. Dang, these little tokens are so convenient. And Oliver.
Everybody okay?
Alright.
What's the big noise just now?
He's probably got air hydraulics on his truck as he's parking. That's what
I just saw a picture that just, oh my god, I died. It looks like the Joker, and the other one is Pennywise, and it says 2020 showing 2021 around the workplace, and I just died.
Alright. So,
Sorry.
you make it back. Roxy, Panzer, Ellie, and Buddy all head to the Vellers. So the rest of you, you end up at the tavern. Get inside. It's probably about the supper rush. And even getting through the door, this place is picked up in the last week.
Nice. I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's been about a month since we left.
Hmm?
Probably been about a month since we left.
It's been about 3 weeks, you gather. You spend a little bit more time in the tree area than you thought you did.
Okay.
But, Tanya has definitely learned how to charm some customers and kick some other customers, when they need kicking. But Tarz is obviously making quite a bit of money. So, he's been doing well. Tanya, when you guys show up, she doesn't even pay attention to you. She's just, waiting tables like, normal. And you get the idea that, when anything else happens, she might end up doing this on a regular basis. So. And she's beefed up a little bit. Forgot to mention that.
I mean, she was starved and everything, so a little food in her belly probably helped.
Yeah.
Well, don't throw it next time.
Well, owls are supposed to fly.
Well, that one doesn't.
Anywho,
Don't make
is
fun
there
of the
anything that
disabled.
you wish to do at the tavern before we swap over?
So, first off, Sam's gonna walk forward towards, I forgot a Tars. Tars and say, "We're back!"
Well, welcome back! Are you hungry? Because I don't have much left to eat. I've got plenty for you to drink.
I'm good for now.
I'm starving.
I wonder why.
Yeah, Miss, I'm not gonna eat anything that's given to me.
Did she eat on the? Did we find food on the way there?
There was on the way there and the way back, but
that's
she's
rations.
Still, yeah, you get about half a loaf of bread, Vidoma, and that's about all he's got. The lunch rush has already taken most of it.
That's fine.
I say, so how's Tanya been?
She's like an extra pair of arms.
I was about
And
to
that's
say.
saying a lot, and he holds up all four of his.
When's her next break?
After lunch, after supper is done.
Okay. We'll have a drink.
Alright then, I'll send her over with it in a little bit.
Okay.
So, is there anything that the rest of you do? Vidoma?
Juliana's just gonna sit and wait for a drink as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and nibble on my bread, wait for my drink.
So, drinks come around, and we'll say that you guys are all in the awaiting next quest mode. Panzer and Ellie and Oliver's back to you guys.
Everybody.
Does she have a wrist cover?
Who?
Tanya.
Tanya.
They're not probably not allowed to cover that mark.
Okay. I was just curious.
She has a slave mark on her wrist, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Yeah, no, she's not allowed to do that.
Okay.
Regardless, Merthanel and the rest of you ride a cart / carriage back to the Hall of Elders. He takes you inside, and there is, after he checks in, the piece of land that he was inquiring about has been taken care of. And he had some connections that have been doing good while he was gone. And thanks to you, he's seeming for some reason, extra generous. And he basically handed you the deed signed over to the Primordials as a group. And you have land on which you are going to be able to build.
And that was a stipulation, since it's owned equally by all of us.
So, that being said, there is a chunk of land that you have the ability to inspect. There is not currently a house on it, but you got about 1.5 acres, which is enough room to build a small mansion, and maybe you have a garden on it outside the city, but not much more than that.
Any place we could all live would probably be considered a mansion by normal standards.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Merthanel.
thank you for your assistance.
You know who to call. There's something else that comes up.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Yes.
I'm gonna take that spear away. Alright. Anyway, you guys gotta start writing TikToks about these or something. You guys would make so much money.
It's not all about the money, my man.
Well, we need funding! Come on! I can't depend on the bank all the time.
Never make money off of something you love or you'll grow to hate it.
Okay, fine. Good idea. This whole project started as a money-making endeavor. So, anyway,
So he has the gem. Now, correct?
who has which gem?
The gem that was going to be used to pay for the land.
Yeah. Or is this?
You said he was like extra generous. We don't know. Is he still charging us for the land? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm double checking. I don't know if this is going to go towards the
You
roof.
have not. Are you mentioning it to him?
Yes. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
There's no me to go, sure, accept that.
Of course, I was going to go ahead and put the rest of that value into sending some workers out there for you.
Thank
At
you.
least to get something started.
Handing it to him.
That's
Pretty sure you already handed it off.
I
Yeah.
did. I just looked. I don't have it.
Yeah. It wasn't much, but they'll at least get you started with something, and you'll be
least
able
the place
to
for-
invest in it as you go. I'm sorry I was not able to provide more.
No, I completely understand. Also, So do you get promoted now, or is there still more things to do?
I will not be putting my name in for the High Champion. There comes a time when your people come before titles.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was rooting for you.
This is for the best.
For who?
For everyone.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, I need to get back and catch up on my office work.
I haven't known you very long. But, I would like to call you Raj, if that's okay.
The baby is surprised by your statement.
What did you say? I couldn't quite hear it.
Raj,
And what does that mean?
brother.
This is fine.
I'm gonna leave.
Alright.
Deuces.
8:33. We still have some time tonight. You have a piece of land to look at. Roxy has a prisoner in a jail cell she still is curious about.
But you still have us. You know.
The rest of you are at the tavern. So, what would you like to do?
First thing I would like to do is get to the tavern,
Yeah.
get everyone together, and lay out the.
I want to say that if you'd have gone to inspect the land without Sam,
Oh no!
Sam would have been pissed.
My plan is, I don't know you're getting drinks. My plan is to get drinks and lay the deed out, and like, boom! We have land. It's drinking time.
Did you get the payment?
This is the payment.
I thought he offered us money as well.
You get the idea that he ended up taking the money and then some and putting it on the land.
Okay.
He's also sending workers.
Oh, okay. No, that this is like in character. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll let you know. It's for the land and for the workers to help us get started.
Okay, now. Rewind. Okay.
No, it's fine. I was waiting on you guys.
Okay. Okay. So,
Drinks.
drinks.
What's his name?
Stars.
Tars.
He's already sending Tanya over.
There's Tanya's been over for a while. It takes him about half an hour to get there and half an hour to get back across town. So you've been sitting drinking for an hour already.
What's at the table when I arrive?
Mugs, a couple of half-empty mugs. You got Vidoma. You got Oliver drinking water, as usual. Vidoma with a few crumbs on what's left of a plate, and Betty sitting there chewing on it, and Roxy and everybody else just sitting there.
Tosh, it's good to see you. How you doing?
Tired, but less so tired than I would be.
Why is that?
Tanya has helped out.
Good. Glad to hear. I'm starving, man. What you got?
Nothing.
Tanya, watch this door. I will be back. And he's like, I can't keep this place stocked anymore. And see,
Do I hear that?
I had all this store. There was a whole bunch of meat, hams, cheeses, all of it hanging in the back. All of a sudden, one day I go in there, half of my food is gone.
Well, everyone's head just turns to Buddy.
The plate disappears.
I might help some trade routes through here. Maybe in about 3 years you'll have better trade.
3 years is a long time to wait for it.
It is. Can I go with you?
You want to go shopping with me?
I'm curious on how you shop for such a large store.
In the corner, you see Sam put her hand onto the undershirt. Not that kind of shopping.
Alright. You go to a much more like bulkish end of
That's what I'm
the
looking
town
for.
Costco.
market. And the prices aren't like any cheaper per se, but all the quantities are much larger.
Okay.
You're getting more bang for your buck.
Not so much. It's still the same price. It's just
Oh.
instead
Packaged.
of buying 5 small blocks of cheese, you're buying 2 wheels of cheese. You know, it's going to cost you the same in the long run. You just buying it in bulk so you can take it all back in one trip versus little trips. This is not a family grocery store kind of thing. This is a once a week trip where you go and you load up a wagon and you take all of it back.
What I'm doing is I'm just seeing how large shopping is done.
He sits there. He's a merchant. He haggles.
That's exactly what
He
I'm trying to
haggles.
look
He
at as
he
well.
looks at the quality of the meats and cheeses.
And I'm asking also, I'm
vegetables.
like, why'd you pick this one over here?
He gives you the general idea of, he has knowledge that you have no access to.
Correct.
Manufacturers, he gives, he knows this cheese comes from this region, it should always look this color, this one's a little lighter than it should be, it needs to sit for another year before I buy it, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
This meat holds longer.
I'm so,
information overload.
I'm sure it is. But I was just curious. Panzer's curious on the more trading.
But
So that's going to come into play later.
I will say,
Also, with our
for
group
your
drawing as
effort,
much as it is,
you do end up getting a couple samples here and there of different products. By the time
it's like going to Sam's.
By the time you get done shopping, you have a literal covered wagon type cart with the cover off, and it's just piled in with barrels of stuff to last the next week.
Yeah.
And
Plus, like with how big our group is now, we're probably going to be buying in bulk from now on.
Yep.
yeah, so he takes it all. It's probably 11 o'clock at night by the time you get back. It takes so long to shop,
Okay.
but you've had food. Juliana's been running the shop in the meantime. There's not many people.
Tanya.
Yeah. Tanya.
Juliana's not exactly what you'd call a people person.
But she manages to keep things under control.
While they're away, since they're away so long, once it slows down, Sam is gonna walk up to Tanya and ask how she's been treated, if there's any problems happened lately.
Okay.
I haven't had any problems, but I've been treated well.
Fuck me.
I've eaten. I haven't had to use any of the money that you gave me. Thank you.
That was the worst parking I had to do.
You're breaking up really hard. It sounds like breaking glass, Carl. Are you kicking cans in the bottom of your truck?
That is definitely what's happening. That is 100% what he's doing.
I feel like there's like a pile of cans in his truck.
That is like Monster and energy drinks.
Hold on.
Those are
I walked
drinks.
away. I left my phone in the truck and left y'all in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
There we go.
when you
Yeah,
got
that's
back into the
fucking
truck,
crazy.
when you got back into the truck, there was like, it sounded like you were sitting there kicking through ankle deep pop cans. It still sounds like that.
That's probably because you're hearing the crank or the trailer
Oh yeah, he's
and off of the wind.
okay.
I just finally got this thing parked and backed into this fucking thing. There's like maybe half a foot on each side of this trailer. I had space, and it's a tiny ass fucking lot.
Yay.
Well, at least you're parked.
Took me that long. Oh no, I'm not parked fully yet.
Oh.
I still have to leave this place and then get somewhere I can stay the night at.
Okie doke. Well,
Yeah, but just making sure that she's there. And then I say, actually, in a few months, we just got a deed to some land, and we're hoping to build a house on it, and you can start staying there if you'd like.
that would be nice. Yes, thank you.
So you're not confined to one room that's crowded all the time in places like this.
Yeah, that would be nice. Some of the rooms aren't as exactly, always easy to clean. So.
And then instead of paying for a room here, you could have that money to spend on yourself or whatever you need.
paint supplies. She likes to paint.
I know.
Well, is there anything else you guys do for the rest of the evening?
I guess when it gets there at nighttime,
It's like midnight by the time you're done unloading the trailer.
I help him.
You are
As well.
unfortunately, as you walk in, we partied. This was InQuest party time.
I party too.
You went and did homework.
I'm like,
So do y'all want to party, or do you want to wait and party tomorrow when we have Panzer with us?
I suppose if I was given the option, I would wait for Panzer.
Okay.
But also, if nobody said anything,
Let me roll for that. Roll for kindness. You barely got kindness. I'm halfway. I'm like reaching for the bottle behind the bar. I'm like, no.
sorry, Panzer.
No, like I'm about to like say, let's get started, and they're like, we gotta wait for Panzer.
No, I know. Out of game, John. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. I completely understand. Though I like a party with some food.
Yeah, well, this would all be done on an empty stomach for most of y'all, so that would have been a horrible hangover tomorrow.
Anyways, I appreciate you letting me tag along. Thank you. I didn't learn. That was a bit too much to learn at once.
Yeah.
But thank you. I did learn some.
I've been doing this my whole life, so... Well, not my whole life, but I've been doing it for a couple decades now. So, you have to learn this stuff over time.
Okay, cool. If I'm in town, give a holler.
Well, I'm going to at least, give you a little bit extra for your girl Tanya, at least, for coming out and helping me tonight. So, by the time you both get done unloading and everything, most people are probably either, tucked in a corner like you, or probably asleep, just because you're out so late. And he hands you 80 copper pieces, or 8 silver pieces, basically.
In copper.
Wow.
When you do get back, I like pat next to me. There's a giant barrel. I found your barrel.
And the 8 silver pieces are sitting on the counter, and he's like, and he's gone.
I walk up and I go, thank you. I'll make sure he gets that
That's party money.
into my purse.
So, either you guys have the bag of power.
I think you. Oh, it's right there.
Ah, my face.
Fuck out of here.
I feel like flour and a slime don't mix well together.
Yeah, I feel like it would like solidify you.
That's gotta be like a weakness.
Yeah.
What?
I think I saw a cartoon.
I'm
I
solidifying!
think that happened in a cartoon one time, like where they got covered in flour and it like hardened them.
Okay. Oh, mamma mia.
Oh, you gave it to us in silver.
Yeah. 8 pieces of silver or 80 pieces of copper.
I thought you were gonna give it to us in copper.
No, I'm not gonna do that. And John disappeared. Alright, it is 8:45. Let's take a break here quick.
Oh, that's right, y'all are 2 hours ahead of me.
Yep.
Oh, it's still daytime for you.
Yeah, he's totally different section of the city, of the world. We're gonna just pause it here quick and go to black screen, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Like 9:46 over here.
At 6:46 here.
should be.
Okay, we are back. So, I believe everybody's night has passed appropriately.
I still have to make that roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello? Someone said hello.
It's Carl probably shopping. He's at a laundromat.
Carl?
Anna?
Honestly, out of the two, Hannah.
What?
It's a very, like, rumbly burp.
Yeah, I gotta. It wasn't a burp. It was more like me snorting because I laughed.
Okay, so me, Vidoma, and I'm going to ask for Oliver's assistance.
Okay. Oliver.
Oh, he might not be.
Yeah, he's probably busy with his laundry machine.
Never mind then.
Oh,
If he's not here, I'm not gonna make his character do something. Then I'd ask for Roxy's assistance. Alright, so I finished up another project of mine, and it requires some delicate work.
Alright, somebody get a hold of Buddy. Send him away. Just get a bone and toss it. Go that way, buddy. Bye.
Buddy can go hang out with Panzer.
Yeah. We'll let Panzer fight for his life and hope Buddy don't eat him.
We're creating a villain. But yeah. Then I'm gonna say, so this little device, it's very small.
There we go.
There's two of them. Oh! There he is. Okay. It's very small. It needs to be attached to the inside of my eye.
Oh.
And I would like your assistance because if I'm going to take out my eye, I'm going to have one eye.
No
Give me a
depth
second.
perception.
Let me go eat an ant so I can become an ant and work with tiny fingers.
You do not have ant form, unfortunately.
She said, "Let me go eat an ant."
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh my God.
You know,
That is below your size capability. If it was a giant ant, I would let it happen, but yeah, that's too small. There would be no coming back from that.
Yeah. Your brain would shrink so much that you just couldn't do it. Yeah. So, once we're in my room, I take out my right eye and go to attach the thing with Roxy's assistance, and I have Alexander explain what's happening to Vidoma. All right.
No, it's deep.
Brain work. Yeah. Okay. So that's 20 on my end, and then for every 5 that Roxy does, if she wants to assist, another one.
What am I rolling?
Do you have a skill for tinkering yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then
Be a D16, and for every 6 you produced, you'd be able to
Yeah.
give him +1.
D16 plus your dexterity.
So D16 plus my dex?
Yeah.
What is my dex?
Can I roll for
Six.
tinkering since I'm learning?
You can, but you would have to roll with a disadvantage for not being able to see.
Basically, this is her role to help her with the skill, not to help with my thing.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Go ahead, but it's just a D12.
Oh, I got a 10 total.
Okay, so that's 21.
And then Ashley still got to roll. 11, so that's 1 from her. So that would be
22.
22 in total. That'll be enough.
Okay. I slot it back in and then pull out the other eye and do the same.
Okay. Another series of rolls.
21 for me.
Plus 1 from Roxy. And plus 3 from Ashley.
Okay.
No, plus 2 from Ashley. Plus 6, plus 6. She's 1 short.
Alright,
But
so...
yeah, both of those will
24.
succeed.
Okay. I now have the ability to turn on and off night vision.
You can see about 40 feet in front of you in strange hazes of gray, but that's about it.
I have night
What,
vision.
night vision,
too.
strange haze? Okay. What'd you say?
She has night vision
She does? Oh.
Alright.
Alright, well thank you for your assistance. You may all go to bed now.
Face plants into the ground.
Might as well.
Em, are you gonna do any more work tonight?
I don't really have anything to work on.
So then what are you gonna do?
We can go get some parts. Maybe we can work on an idea from you.
Okay.
We're gonna go visit our friend tomorrow.
Does that
So-
mean the jerk at the tinker
Yes.
shop?
So, what are you doing the rest of the night then?
Oh, I'm just sitting around.
And standby mode, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I believe
Roxy's
I've...
gonna be a kitty inside of your lap.
Okay. I pet the cat.
You pet that pussy.
Oh, it's been a week, so I'll charge Alexander's battery.
Okay. That will take you most of the night, so.
Yeah.
But, that's funny. A battery-powered machine powering a battery.
Yeah.
Via a generator.
We are the never-ending loop.
Jeepers. Alright.
Except on a way more powerful battery than...
So, the next morning dawns. What would the party like to accomplish today? I'm giving you the opportunity to do something before I hit you with something else.
Well, Vadoma, did you have any ideas of what you wanted to build?
I was thinking of some sort of defense system for my Skylark that like shoots stuff.
So, a little dart gun.
Well, I mean, I was thinking a little more lethal than that.
It's the robot chicken!
Not a chicken.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I had to.
I'll put
I
on
watch
play
Robot
for it.
Chicken all the time.
I put on plays for it.
So, more like a mini cannon.
Yeah.
Well, we need to get some ear protection, make sure the kickback isn't too bad, so it is some work to do.
I'm just seeing the dodo bird.
So, let's go to our friendly neighborhood racist and get our parts.
Okay.
Alright.
So you make it out to the tinker's shop. It's about, we'll say it's opening time, like 8 in the morning. You walk in, the little bell rings. He's for the first time not at the counter working on that blasted clock. And he is coming up from around the corner working on one of his own little gadgets.
As he
and
comes, I
gizmos.
just go, I'm back!
And he's like, oh! Ah, why are you back? What do you want?
We have another project, and we were hoping to get some parts.
You almost bankrupted me last time.
Well, don't judge a book by its cover, then.
Oh, okay, fine.
You
Well,
have to admit, you deserve that a little bit.
And I'm sure he made money off that clock. He ain't bankrupt no more.
Anyway, so I look around for parts for a little mini cannon, some stabilizers, braces for the legs, stuff like that.
Okay. This project, the parts add up pretty quick. You're probably looking at around 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
And all kinds of parts, gadgets and gizmos.
What I'm saying is, like on the side of a pirate boat, those small little cannons.
Cannot believe I'm letting you guys weaponize a Skylark.
Well, I mean, 500 gold.
I'm letting you try. I'm not going to tell you ahead of time if it's going to work out all that well.
Rocket jump!
Oh, the
Could
door,
it make him go faster?
the door flies for the first time.
Could it make him fly?
Alright, I don't have that much, so how about for now we'll start with the actual stabilizers, so the parts for the braces and the earmuffs.
I'll do
Ruby.
this. We'll just give you 500%, one for each gold piece. However much you're willing to put down in gold right now, we'll work 1% towards the cost, and then you have to roll your percents to, do the work. And then once you get all the gold in for all the parts and everything, and all the work time in, the project is done. You can test it.
Okay. Vidoma, how much gold are you willing to put down right now?
50?
Okay. I'll put down 50 as well.
Okay. So your maximum workload that you could put into the project is going to be 100% out of 500%.
Okay.
So I'll leave that up to Vidama to go ahead and minus that from her gold stash.
Do you have the bag of
It's
power?
right there in the middle. Ah. Okie dokie. Weaponize a freaking bird.
Granted, it's a gun that's attached to the bird that Vidoma has to fire.
Yeah, giving the blind girl a gun to fire, that sounds like a surefire.
It's a blunder, boss.
It sounds like a surefire way to end the party.
That's what Alexander is for.
Oh, Alexander's.
Oh my God! Alexander will
Alexander's the one
ride
that
star
fires the gun.
and fire the gun.
Yes!
Evil demon panda plushie. Okay, well, this is what happens when you allow a Warforged in the party. What are you doing? Okay, no rocks on the floor, please. Alright, so, you finish your shopping. Is there anything else the rest of the party wants to accomplish?
Of course there is. Okay. First off, checking on the, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Yakuza?
No, that's right.
Okay.
Okay,
Checking up on them. I asked for work. I'm sure there's some work now.
okay. Where are you going to check up on your work needs? No, thank you. Go
Ruby?
to Peter.
Ruby, come. Go see mommy.
Is that spelled RWBY?
I believe so.
Is the baby actually spelled that way?
I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I look bad now.
You know what Ruby is, RWBY.
What?
You've never seen Ruby?
Yes, the football movie?
No,
okay,
Ruby.
there's a show.
It's
called
animated.
It's an animated. It's a CGI animated
yeah,
made with Poser.
Okay, yeah, I saw.
It's an American-made anime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It got a lot better in season 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons kind of suck. It's really mostly there for the combat.
It was still pretty good.
So I'm gonna go to the family. I'm not gonna go to my contact. I'm just gonna go straight to the family.
Okay, are you taking anyone with you?
Of course, I'm not going by myself. Roxy.
Oh God.
I would also like to take Vadoma, but I think Vadoma went with you, correct?
You
Yep.
could wait for us, but that's not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah, you could wait.
We're only gonna be gone for like half an hour.
Well, it's gonna be gone. Like we're splitting.
You don't have to. You could stay at the tavern and sleep in if you want.
We left first thing in the morning. It could be like a, hey, we're back with a big bag of parts.
Let me see. I can't think of anything for 30 minutes. I will stay in the tavern and I will wait for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And
Actually, oh, sorry.
I'm going to talk, chat, and explain our exploits to my foreign friend.
Okay.
If he listens.
He does listen. He's a great, innkeeper.
Bartender.
He's definitely going to be sharing anything that you tell him with all kinds of other people, making money off of information. He's one of those listeners that just shares things.
Say that he did a couple of things you claim in his heyday,
And don't forget our name. Remember our name?
The Primordials.
Yes.
The one you screamed
Yeah.
in a church.
Hey, they loved it.
They did love it. It was very strange. They might have started a cult.
You start being followed around with strange, guys in pink, anime shirts, with...
No, we're gonna like say hello to a random civilian, and they're gonna, oh my god, it's you! Oh my god!
Anyway.
What a tribe.
On the way back, you did say it's right next door, or a block or so
Yeah,
away
it's like 50
from
minutes.
the leather worker shop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop in there real quick and ask, does he have any good quality, comfortable furs?
Furs?
Yes.
He does not currently have anything in. He usually processes them all into flat leather, but he can put in an order for them in.
Okay. Something that's durable but softens impact.
All right, he'll see what he can do.
Comfortable, basically.
Yeah.
How much time goes by?
You get back after about. He gives you about a week's delivery time.
Okay.
It's about 45 minutes before they get back.
Okay, it's like if it's an hour, I'm just leaving.
Yeah. You get an impatient child, he has symptoms, but eventually they walk through the door.
You're like tapping your foot, like.
But
You got a piece of wood back there?
no.
Yeah. Once we get back, they're like, oh, you're up early.
Yes, I have stuff to do.
Well, did you want help?
Always need a hand.
Okay. Did you not want us to come home?
No.
Okay. We'll go drop stuff off in our room and then head out.
Okay.
To the nice part of town.
You do get out to the nice part of town. You eventually, let me pull up my information on the Yakuza here. What did I tell you about them?
They ran the hospital. That's what we know.
Only one of them.
There's only
that
one
the-
hospital.
Yeah.
No, their main thing is hospitals and drugs. Not pharmaceuticals. Sorry. I just call them all drugs. Like, I literally call my antidepressants my drugs.
Okay. I just didn't remember what I made available in the quest information. Because as time goes by, new things get added in my DM notes. There's like this much available out of this much available for the Yakuza.
Okay.
So,
We've started the quest, but we haven't hit that point where it really starts.
so, and some of it's just, world lore, so I know how to deal with things around them. One second. Give me a second. Miss Carolyn, did you know that frying up hamburger in a pan before you make macaroni and then adding all the milk and cheeses and the butters to it makes it amazing batch of macaroni.
I did not. That's not something I've ever tried.
Yes, I usually do about 3/4 of a pound of hamburger for 1 box of macaroni, and then I use salt, pepper, and Lowry seasoning, and sometimes garlic or onions. Not
Welcome to our cooking show.
See, I am quite strange in that I don't like hamburger in my macaroni.
well, then don't eat my
Me
macaroni.
either.
Yeah, I was like, I like meat in every other context, just not
You
in
can-
macaroni.
you
Yeah, I'm weird.
You can
I like
also use
sausage in
steak.
mine.
I could eat hamburger
You cut
in
it
a
like,
cake.
You know, cubed steak.
No, I just don't like meat
Or-
mixed with macaroni.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like, not even hot dogs when I was little. It's just...
Same, except for I do like bacon sprinkled on the top.
Bacon's
once in a
not
while.
meat, it's a seasoning.
bacon does too, but you don't want to season the
That's
bacon.
funny.
But now you know. If I ever have you guys over, I'll make you some macaroni sometime. So, anyway, that was all. She opened a box of macaroni. I couldn't resist. Anyway, so you show up at the Yakuza family mansion.
Am I Ubering tonight?
I think I can take it.
Roll a charisma check for me as you ring at the front gate and someone comes out to greet you.
Okay. Persuasion?
This
Oh,
is
is this
just
strict?
a general charisma check.
Eh. 12.
Okay.
Don't leave me hanging.
The butler,
Sorry.
the human butler looks at you and says, "I am sorry, but the family does not accept solicitors at the door. If you are needed, they will send for you."
I've been gone. You can leave a message then. I've been gone for quite some time. I wanted them to know I'm back in the area.
Very
Ready
good.
to do business again.
Very good, sir. And he turns around and leaves.
Okay. As soon as he does, I knock back at the door.
Oh God, I know. No,
He
no.
didn't even get my name.
No, he's not going to give the message. You need to go through your contact. When you said we were going to the Yakuza, that we're meeting them at a bar or something, you're going to the. This is very bad etiquette.
Is it?
Yes. Not everybody lives on the road always adventuring. These people are sleeping in their beds.
What time is it? We went through
About
half the town.
9:45 in the morning.
We went through half the town.
It's their house, was my point.
Yeah. Okay.
This is their private home. This is not business. I thought we were on our way to the hospital.
Okay. Well, he's kind of separate from the family.
Yes, that's a contact we have.
No. My contact is the pharmaceutical.
We have two contacts. We have the pharmaceutical outside of town and the hospital in.
My bad. Going to the pharmaceutical place.
Okay.
Where I have
The apothecary where you did the original deal,
Yes.
it is not open yet.
What time is it?
Doesn't open until about noon. You can wait if you want.
Anything else you got to do today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hall.
Okay. Head to the Great Hall.
Going to where the recruits are.
The what house?
Recruits
Recruits for what?
for the hall. Last time I was in the hall.
Talking about the Hall of Champions, and not
Yes.
the Hall of Elders.
Oh, okay,
Correct.
yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the Hall of
Got
Elders.
it.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
enter the barracks-like building, and it is got the sand pit full of
Why are we in the
sweaty,
military barracks?
Look at the
sweaty
humor.
humans. You know, sparring, wrestling.
Hold on.
Some people fighting dummies. All kinds of stuff.
Why are we looking for humor?
Well,
Sorry, I'll stop whispering. Why are we looking for humor? I say as I whisper.
Well, two things. As I say, as I whisper.
Yeah, I forgot they had to hear us through that, not here.
It does help.
Yeah, I forgot they weren't hearing through my mic on my headphones.
Two separate things. I'm gonna see if he's left yet. And if he hasn't, I can go for a second trip.
I'm not sure the others will be up to a trip so soon.
True. Back to there too. But I want to see what was going on.
And I, for one, don't feel like sitting for another 2 days outside that tree.
Very true. That was upsetting for all of us. Maybe you can be somebody else. Like, disguise yourself.
I'm not gonna lie anymore.
Do you hate me?
Why would I hate you? You didn't say I couldn't go.
You said you couldn't lie anymore.
Oh, I never hated you. You just annoy me sometimes.
Could you lie a little bit?
I lie all the time. Okay. You annoy me very little.
Was that the truth or was that a lie?
So, Bedoma, are you with us as well?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
How are the,
Funny that the person who can't see is the one that has to answer that question and not ask that.
I'm just sitting here snickering at the two of you.
Holding hands with Alexander as he leads you along.
No! In the sand pit, is anyone there?
Yeah, I did say when I described the place walking in, there's quite a few sweaty people sparring, wrestling.
Anybody with daggers?
No.
Okay. Do I see someone in charge of the recruits?
No.
Do we see humor?
No.
Okay.
So I don't see anyone in command.
Are there any that are just standing by themselves?
There are a few standing like by water fountains, but you're not getting anyone who's just by themselves.
Well, more like waiting for their turn to spar.
No.
Okay.
I walk up to a random person then.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, you're that guy that what's his name beat last week. Oh yeah, that was great. How you doing?
that was a close fight.
Right.
Panzer, we've never fought before.
No, I fought humor.
Me and you have never fought before. Let's spar.
That is true. Do you have medic on standby?
Not for you two.
I'm here.
We have medic right here.
Very true.
Also, she's a tinkerer now, so yay.
The guy backs up for make room. Like everyone's.
This is the first time Sam and you have been near a spar pit.
Everyone looks and they're like, oh shit, and they're ducking back.
I wonder how the reaction is to the 5'4" or something woman challenging the 9-foot lizard man.
You get the idea that there has been a down through the grapevine, information about you two.
Of the super strong, tiny person and the weirdly agile giant. Okay. Vedoma, you okay? If we spar a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm already like sitting back and Alexander, describe every detail. Ready.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I need to get you a leash for him.
Someone looks down as the panda starts to talk, just randomly describing everything he sees.
The colors.
And it's
In
actually
vivid detail.
and it's actually going down through lists. It's actually hard to listen to at some points, and the guy just kind of like, nope, I'm done. This is too weird for me.
Anybody want a referee?
Who looks the oldest?
You see a janitor that just walks into the room, and he's got like a beard
Okay.
that comes
Who
out.
looks the most experienced? Who looks the most experienced?
He just looks at him, gets a look on his face when Panzer looks at him, and he's like, okay.
No. Who looks the most experienced combat-wise? The janitor.
The janitor
Please
sees
tell me
all.
it's the janitor.
The janitor sees all. He's learned some moves, I'm sure.
He's retired.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. He's like, okay, we want a fair fight. No beating behind the belt. Below the belt. Look at you.
And I'm like, yeah.
That's all I can reach.
This is a true point. Okay, well, good luck, I guess.
You got a cup for me, man? Come on! No!
It's your fault for not wearing full armor. Alright,
Hold on.
Hold on,
Question
this
before we
mop.
start. Weapons or no weapons?
Skyrim rules, no weapons.
Okay. Sorry, Greg.
Hey! The janitor's like gets stabbed right next to the janitor.
The janitor grabs it like, oh, hello. I'd like to watch. Don't let go.
And janitor just holds out his mouth.
Begin.
I haven't even taken my stuff off yet.
Yeah. We just
He said no weapons. He didn't say no armor.
Yeah, we're just
I'm
taking.
taking my weapons.
Let's just assume we did.
Oh, okay.
It's not so we don't have to describe everything.
I want to do the Sinbad thing. It's just like.
Oh yeah, just like.
Okay, you're not the dwarf from the Lord of the Rings. Okay.
I have more weapons than you.
I have more equipment than you.
Regardless,
Alright.
down to literal brass tacks.
All right, here we go.
Alright.
Lower roll on the die gets the first round.
11.
10.
First person to half hit points.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna charge in and go for a quick. So, this is a sparring match. Can we do skills?
You can if you have proficiency with the skill.
No, can we make skills?
Yeah.
Okay, because like before you said.
I'll give it to you for this one, but
Okay.
I don't want to do just like, oh, I'm gonna
That's
go
fine.
train.
Oh, okay,
Make
because
everyone
as long as we
else-
roleplay, it's all good.
I'm giving it to you this one time because I don't want everybody to always have to sit through and wait, for this kind of stuff to be, run through. I don't want you guys to just be like, oh, I'm gonna go kill chickens for an afternoon so I can level up, and I'm like, no.
I'm going to charge in with my fist. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay. Did anybody else come with us?
I don't think Oliver's there. I think he might have fallen asleep.
Hannah?
Maybe get something to eat too.
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody here is here but Oliver. And Juliana, but she's in the room with Tanya. Alright. I charge in and I do 2 quick punches.
Okay. Do you have your D4 of second?
Oh yeah, thank you for
Action.
remembering.
Tails?
Okay, that is 2 turns this time.
Okay.
That is a 12. Over here. And
To the
a
point
9.
where the DM just sits back and lets everyone else beat each other to a crap.
Okay.
11 for my defense, so you break through.
I break through on the first one. What about the second one?
What was the second one?
It was a 9. It's probably not gonna land.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on the die.
Yeah.
Second one does half damage.
Alright,
You want to do the full one?
That's 15. And then 7. So 22.
Okay.
And was that a success since I landed one of the hits?
Did you land both of them?
Yes.
Before we were doing when I land one of the hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. And then for my second action, I'm doing the same thing again. That's a 14.
Your action was to move in towards me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah. I forgot action is movement, too.
Okay. I'm going shield bash. Clink.
You don't currently have shield
No.
equipped.
I always have shield equipped.
Shield is part of weapons.
Yes, that's considered a weapon.
It's considered armor by skill, but it's considered weapon and equipment.
Yeah, you guys said you took off armor and everything. So.
I didn't say
No,
I
he
never
has
said
his armor on.
I never said
Okay.
to take off armor. I wanted to take off my weapons and my equipment.
All right,
Yeah,
but
'cause the
Donut,
shield
you
is a
were the
big
one that
part
made
of
the
you.
no weapons call. What do you call? Does he have the shield or not?
No.
No shield. Okay.
I was gonna give it to you just because the shield is such a big part of you.
It really is. That's where all my skills
Sorry.
are. I don't think I have any skills without it. And I can't even make skills with it without it.
You're wearing heavy armor.
Sure. Stab yourself.
That is not a thing.
No, that's an ally. What now?
I can control allies if
I'm
I
not
take
an
their
ally
prisoner.
right
You
now.
can't control them so much as it's an inspiration to give a quick.
I'm also not your ally
This
right
is
now.
not
I'm your
like
opponent.
magical use of the word command word.
Okay.
This is not that.
Let's go ahead and just give him the shield. Because
Yeah.
most of his skills do rely on it so
I
much.
think Panzer got himself in over his head, and he's going to learn. This is what happens.
Okay, I'm going to
You got your claws, you got your teeth.
Yeah, but I can't use skills.
You can't use skills.
What skill?
You can work with your natural weapons.
But those aren't skills.
Kind of like how mine are.
Unless my racial trait for tail can be
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like how my servo things for strength are just a natural part of me. Your claws and teeth are a natural part of you. You'd be able to use.
Okay. I have 7 points. Okay. Going down to 6. And I'm going to tail swipe. I'm going to
Try and trick it.
Yes.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll.
Using a point. I'll use a luck point.
Thank you.
It doesn't give you a reroll.
I know that was a joke. I got a 10.
15 on the die.
Okay. You are successfully tripped. She's not prone. It is your turn.
Okay.
So success.
Yes.
I get up.
Alright. So, you trip her, she falls back, she rolls away, she gets up.
I'm going to I really don't want to make you bleed.
I don't bleed.
Oh, that's right. I'll just take a chomp.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna have to go repair myself either way. That's what the spare parts are for.
I'll take a chomp with perfect omnivore.
That's if you're gonna actually swallow what you chomp.
Sure.
And be able to rip it off.
Can you T-Rex